Hello all, welcome to the first class of International Finance of MCOM 4th semester. As we all know that we are living in an era of globalization, and globalization is the process of growing interdependence of the world's economies, cultures and populations brought about by cross-border trade in goods and services, technology, flows of investment, people and information. Globalization is not a precise term. It has lots of definitions and areas, and it can mean any way that nations have become interconnected. When such integration or interconnection of nations focused on monetary basis or financial basis, it becomes international finance. So here we are going to discuss about meaning and importance of international finance. International finance may sound like a complex concept, but sometimes it's quite opposite. International finance is the study of monetary transactions between two or more countries, focusing on areas such as foreign direct investment and currency exchange rates. So we can say that any financial transaction that take place across national borders, it can be international finance. If money or fund leaves one country and arrives in another, for whatever the reason, if any money leaves one country for business corporations or for government practices or for public, whatever the reason may be, it becomes international finance, or such practice or such activity falls under international finance. Actually, international finance is a way to analyze the economic status of the country you may wish to do business with. That is, if we want to do cross-border transaction or if we want to expand our business globally, we should know the economic status of the other country that we wish to do business with. For that purpose, we need international finance and international financial knowledge. So, international finance helps us to judge foreign markets. International finance helps to know about foreign markets conditions and whether it is viable for our business practices. Viability of the foreign markets can be judged with the help of international finance. And also it helps for comparing inflation rates. Comparison of inflation rates leads to the profitability of the business organization in long term. So comparison of inflation rate is very important for doing business abroad, and the comparison of inflation rate will be discussed later. Okay, so for any international trade or for any international practice of business, the businessman should compare inflation rates. For that purpose also international finance is so helpful. And also for paying bills in foreign currency, also international finance is a helpful factor. So in short, without international finance, one could not be able to compare currency exchange to figure out the cost of doing business abroad. Without knowing cost of doing business abroad, one could not start their business abroad and work it as a profitable one. So we can say that international finance is an inevitable part of business world and financial economics. So we have international finance, and now we familiar with international finance also. But we should know for what we need international finance. Now let us discuss about why international finance. Okay. Business organizations may buy or sell goods and services abroad. Likewise, countries borrow money from each other, and organizations operate an international scale. So all such global practices intensively thriving for an international system of finance. And without such a system of regulating cross-border financial transactions, international conflicts may arise. That means countries may have conflict with each other, or nations would act for self-interest. So such practices should be avoided. So for avoiding such practices, international financial system should be adopted. And many international organizations play a vital role in the mediation of international finance. Like IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, World Bank, International Financial Corporations, and National Bureau of Economic Research NBER. All these international organizations plays a big role in the mediation of international financial practices, international trade, and all the monetary transactions taken place in between many nations or countries. Like World Bank provides finance and advices to assist middle-income countries. And also IMF, International Monetary Fund, provide advices and loans to its member countries to promote economic stability. If a country needs a precautionary loan, that means if a country is suffering from economic crisis, or they feel that they are falling into an economic crisis, in such condition a country needs precautionary loan to stop it, it would approach IMF. So IMF assists organizations and countries, and they promote economic stabilization for them. So all such international organizations work for international financial activities. So such a basic regulatory system is good for doing international business and international trade practices. So for all these purposes, we need international finance to protect international trade, to protect foreign markets, to protect businesses, to make international peace. We need international finance. Okay, now let's move on to the next area, that is importance of international finance. As we all know that international finance plays a very critical role in international trade and inter-economic exchange of goods and services. Okay, now let's move through the points. First point, international finance is an important tool to find the exchange rates, compare inflation rates, get an idea about investing in international debt securities, ascertain the economic status of other countries, and judge the foreign markets. We know that international finance is dealing with the international trade practices and international monetary transactions, and it is an effective tool to find the exchange rates. Exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of another currency. That means it is the value of one currency for another currency. Such a value or price can be measured with the help of two currencies. That is known as bilateral exchange rate. That is the most common exchange rate measure. For example, if we purchase $1 with 75 Indian rupee, then the exchange rate will be 0.75. That means $1 is 75% relative worth than Indian rupee. So for getting an idea about exchange rate or to find out exchange rate, international finance is the most powerful tool. Then also for compare inflation rate. We all know about inflation rate. We all know what is inflation, right? Inflation is the practice of increasing prices of goods and services, and of course decreasing the value of money. So inflation rate is the rate at which price increases over a time. And of course, such an increase of price result in decreasing the purchasing value of money. And to know about inflation rate, international finance is another tool or important tool. Inflation rate is growing very badly. We all know that now in 2019 India has 7.66% of inflation rate. So growing inflation rate is badly affect the economic conditions in every country. So by knowing inflation rate, one could able to find out the economic conditions of country. So it is important tool to get an idea about international financial practices. Okay, then of course international finance helps persons to get an idea about investing in international debt securities like international bonds and debentures. So when we are going to invest in international debt securities, we should know about the market conditions, whether the market condition is acceptable for the business person or the investor, whether the market condition is able to earn income from such debt securities, all should be no. So for such condition, international finance helps investors. Then of course for ascertaining the economic status of other countries, and of course for judging the foreign market condition, international finance is a powerful tool. Going to second point, exchange rates are very important in international finance as they let's determine the relative value of currency that we already discussed. So we are moving to next point. International finance helps in calculating these rates. Various economic factors help in making international investment decisions. Economic factors of economies helps in determining whether or not investors' money is safe with foreign debt security. That is very important. With the help of international finance, we can find out that whether our money is safe with foreign debt securities and another trade practices. We are now moving to another session, that is we are entered into the international trade practices and international investment practices. So we should be safe. So to know about the safety of our investment or for safety of our trade practices, we should know about the market conditions. So for all this, international finance is an important tool or powerful tool. Next point, utilizing IFRS is an important factor for many stages of international finance. We all know about International Financial Reporting System, that is IFRS. IFRS constitutes a standardized way of describing a company's financial performance and position. Such a company's financial statements are understandable and comparable across international boundaries also. So such an international financial reporting system is adopted, then every companies under the world will get a similar type of financial statements. So such a similar type of financial statements helps many countries to follow similar reporting systems. Such similar reporting system will get investors an idea about the business practices, and they should know about the business conditions or financial positions of a particular company. So such a condition also helpful for the investors and persons to enter into international trade. Okay, the next point, IFRS system, which is a part of international finance. I have already told IFRS system is a part of international finance and also help in saving money by following the rules of reporting on a single account standard. I already told you that IFRS helps in constituting a standardized way of describing companies' financial performance or companies' financial statements. So, by reporting on a single accounting standard basis, IFRS system helps saving money also. So, that is good for international finance. The next point, international finance has grown in a status of due to globalization. It helps understand the basics of all international organizations and keep the balance intact among them. International finances arises due to globalization. That is very common. We all know that, and it helps to understand about all the international organizations also. So that is leads to the knowing or understanding of international trade practices. So that is also very important for the practice of international finance. Then another importance of international finance is it maintains peace among nations, because it helps to avoid the international conflicts by introducing international organizations as a mediation for international trade practices. Without a solid finance measure, all nations would work for their self-interest. Of course, basically every nation would work for their own self-interest. They should be developed. So, every developing country should always strive for developing, and every developed country should always strive for keeping their economic stability. So, every nation should work for their self-interest. And when any organization or any country work for their self-interest, there will be a chance of arising conflict. So such type of international conflict should be avoided. So for that we should impose an international system of regularity. So international finance system maintains peace among nations. Okay. The next point, international finance organizations such as IMF, World Bank, as I told you, IMF, World Bank, like National Bureau of Economic Research, all these international finance organizations provide a mediator role in managing international finance disputes. They settle all the disputes in between countries, and they act as a mediator also. They provide proper financial assistance and advice to the countries or to the member countries to promote economically, and also they try to reduce disputes among nations, and they stabilizes the problems between nations, and they maintain peace among internationally, or they maintain peace among nations. So these all are the importance of international finance. So the very existence of international finance system means that there is a possibility of international crisis, but with the help of international finance organizations, we should maintain proper balance of peace among nations. So these all are about today. Thank you.